Rebutting a belief widely shared by Protestants and a growing number of Roman Catholics, Pope John Paul II on Tuesday dismissed the widespread idea that one can obtain forgiveness directly from God and exhorted Catholics to confess more often to their priest. Why would you need to go to the priest to ask forgiveness? Well, in another Catholic book, writer Michael Mueller says, "Seek where you will through heaven and earth, and you will find but one created being who can forgive the sinner." And they're not talking about Jesus. "Who can free him from the chains of hell. That extraordinary being is the priest, the Roman Catholic priest. Yes, beloved brethren, the priest raises his hand, he pronounces the word of absolution, and in an instant, quick as a flash of light, the chains of hell are burst asunder, and the sinner becomes a child of God. So great is the power of the priest that the judgments of heaven itself are subject to his decision." Remember they said they're triple crown, king of heaven, earth, and the lower regions? They can tell God who goes to hell and who goes to heaven. What if I go to the priest and I give him a nice big offering and I say, "I want to be forgiven"? And he forgives me, although I'm continuing to do it. But I'm forgiven. Do you know the Catholic Church was selling indulgences to criminals before they did the crime? That's how they built St. Peter's, was through those kind of indulgences. Check it out. A guy by the name of Tetzel was doing it. And is God bound by that kind of stuff? What if I really want to be forgiven, but the priest doesn't like me and he says, "Forget it, I'm not forgiving you"? Does that mean God can't forgive me? I'm so glad the Bible says I can confess my sins, I can go straight to Jesus for forgiveness. I got an email from a faculty member of a Roman Catholic university one time, and he said, "I've been watching your series online." He said, "Presentation number 2, that's this one, is really hard to take." I can understand why he felt that way, okay? But there was a smiley face there beside it. That got me. Now I really wanted to read the rest of it because there was still quite a bit of this message left. And I keep reading. And he says, "But I'm one of those Catholics you talk about that goes straight to Jesus for my forgiveness." And he thanked me for differentiating between the system and the people. I know a lot of good people in that system that are truly following Jesus. I may not agree with everything in the system, but thankfully, I'm not their judge. God is. "It would persecute the saints. Yet for many days they shall fall by sword and by flame." During the time of the Reformation, which is Daniel's referencing in verse 33, how were Christians that were called heretics killed by the Catholic Church? They could be killed by the sword or burned at the stake. Even the types of death Daniel is accurate on. Daniel just never misses in his accuracy.